Everybody, Scott Travels. 10:13. Wow. All kinds of stuff on today. Nor'easter, whatever that means, a storm that just circles and circles and circles and circles and just won't stop raining, wind, trees are down, torture. It might not stop till tomorrow sometime, 4 or 5, maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Oh well, if it doesn't. Yes, let's rain for 3 days and get, 2 feet of water. Let's chat with the news today. Let's see. Disney Paris update. The world of Frozen. More things happening on the castle being transformed to the Frozen castle and other things of that nature. See if I can find any more pictures of it, just other than this one. And that it's heading along to be opened on time for spring of 26. This one woman complained about Epic Universe stairs. Now that I say that, you can't not see them. The stairs are there. Whole bunch of stairs going up to Super Mario World. Whole stairs going through the Yoshi area. To get on the Yoshi ride, you have to go upstairs, downstairs. It's like stair heaven. Well, what happens if you're not very good with stairs or can't climb stairs well? Are you just going to be like trapped there? Or it doesn't even talk about whether or not there's elevators to these areas. And it just says, now you can't see it. You're like, oh my goodness. I couldn't notice it the first couple of days. I was so excited being there. Now it's like, what, more stairs? So, Epic Universe, stairs. Crystal Cruise Line will have the first new built by May of 2028. Wow. They said they haven't had a new ship, well, frankly, ever, because they had older ships and refurb and older ships and refurb and older ships and refurb. Wow. And it's going to be purpose-built for the Crystal Cruise Line. I have many pictures of this. I mean, wow. We talked about this, and I just talked about this, Boston. The Nor'easter. The storm that just will not give up. Upwards of 5 ships, cruise ships, are stuck in the New York and Jersey terminals. Wow. And will not be leaving, and have not left. As far as I just checked into this earlier, we'll have the where are the ships now. It'll show you about probably 6 o'clock on Monday night. MS Euro, NCL Gateway, the ACL American Glory, the Royal Sympathy of the Sea is still sitting there in the New York and Brooklyn terminals. And they said they might not even leave until Tuesday. And that's if they decide if they even want you to leave. You imagine me on the ship? I guess you can get off it. One of the ships, NCL Gateway, had to back out, turn sideways to let a ship go by, and then back into, and then go nose back in at Pier 88. So, wow. Wow. Can you imagine? I would hope you would be able to get off and walk the streets of New York. I mean, we suck, wouldn't it? I mean, we hear Tony from La Liga Loca talk about how they're in Boston late and then stay the night in Boston. So, I mean, that's a good place to be. I mean, but wonder where you can go and what you can do with that options. I got to do a video of that. Leave the Boston terminal with the car and drive over. This is in walking distance from the Boston terminal. This is a little further at Boston terminal, but still walkable, like that. And then, for those people who don't want to take a tour and just want to walk off and, hang out in the area, there is plenty of things to do. And a few breweries and few places to eat that's close by. I didn't say they were cheap, but I was just saying, still. Cruise industry news has released their quarterly of the 2025. Yeah. Have that thing in your mailbox. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, to the who's who of what's what and where's what. The talks of the trend of, ships in Asia again, ships going into Australia, ships being rerouted out of that area and out of this area to this area, ships being decarboned, ships being more forced to be plugged in, and turn off the engines. That sounds great all, but the infrastructure of that is not always everywhere. Oh my goodness. It's 136 pages of what's happening now in the cruise industry, and everyone pours through this thing and says, woo, woo, our favorite. Yes. Everyone has to report to him. All right. And of course, my favorite, another princess talking about her experiences of things and news. Of course, I love to talk to them. This one's actually one of the better ones. It's well written. She had a lot to thought. I work for Disney. These price increases are hurting everyone, including myself. I think Disney's forgot what makes Disney magic. She apparently has the same belief I did, that, this greed of money is just destroying the wonderfulness of Disney. She worked on a cruise ship, the Disney cruise ship. She was in Alaska and the Caribbean, and she said it was a wonderful time, and she would never regret not being on there. Here's a picture of her in purple. Interesting choices on her outfit there, huh? She said she's trying to plan 2026, and now with the, will saving even help? Will me and Mom be able to actually go to this? The free bus is gone. Now I have to pay $16 for Mares to drop me off. I mean, it's really cutthroat of Disney. How to pay and pay and pay. Pay to cut the line hurts everybody. I mean, look, there's an empty line at all times that no one's standing at, that in theory, other people, if everyone was equal, the line would be, way faster and way shorter to everybody. And now she's upset at the end. She said she might not be able to go to Disney at all and have to look elsewhere for her 2026, all-inclusive club. Maybe go back to a cruise ship with Mom, something else. And, maybe it's time to say goodbye to Disney. And it's sad. It's a well-written thing. I can't criticize her. There's another picture of her. There's a couple of different pictures of her in these while I was talking. So, All right, let's try a review today. Let's see. Disney Paris update. World of Frozen, the Frozen Castle is on time for spring of 26. One complaint at Epic Universe. Stairs, 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 stairs. Now that I say it, now you're going to go, oh yeah, there is a lot of stairs there. Crystal Cruise Line, first new build ever. Will be ready in May of 28. They've always had other ships and redo them to their specs. So first Crystal Cruise Line's spec built ship. May ships stuck in the terminals, New York and Jersey, just sitting there. I mean, 5 different ones. Wow, and they're not even sure they'll be able to leave tomorrow on Tuesday. Wow. I mean, wow. This vicious storm, nor'easter, has messed with everybody. The cruise ship industry news published their quarterly of the 2025, 136 pages of who, what, where, how, and why of cruising, and where everyone is and where everybody's moving ships to. It's a real gossip amongst the peers of, ooh, they're going where? Huh? I didn't know that. Because they have the access to the publication where the ships are moving for the next quarter. And of course, another Disney princess, here in purple again. I worked for Disney on the ships. The price hike is bad for everybody. You can barely afford to go. Will saving help? Probably not. I'm looking at other things for me and Mom. Maybe a cruise. Maybe something else. It's sad, as they forgot what makes Disney magical. Or is it just about money? Apparently it's all about money. You know? Another person disappointed in Disney. It's not just me. Well-written article, and yeah. So, all right. Have a good night.